I'm doing a wee live demonstration tonight on a particular aspect that some of the juniors in our club are struggling with. So, uh, again, this will only focus. I don't have a professional setup, and I'm certainly not going to be investing spending hundreds of pounds on this. But we will cover the technique. Okay. So, uh, in the vise here, I've got the prep work done on a claret dabbler, right? And in here, just to cover it, I've put in a couple of bits of UV in the tail, literally two bits. Bronze mallard tail, floss body, gold rib, this is a nice claret hackle from Shane Rogers in River Island. So I'm just going to reintroduce my thread here, because I pre-tied this so we can cover this particular aspect tonight. So you'll see here I've got approximately 2 millimeters for the head to sit, and we're going to put the wing on next. So bronze mallards got quite expensive, so we're going to cover two things tonight. Number one is making use of the best materials, and also making use whenever your materials aren't as good. So here's a full bronze mallard feather, and it's a pretty good one, but you'll see that it's more grey. It's grey brown. Now it's not bad, right? But we're going to first of all take off this flue at the bottom. It's too wispy. It's no good to anybody. This is where people struggle with this material, right? The feathers are lying at 45s and the tips are rounded. So to get these tips all lined up, we're going to first of all pull a section forward. Now, coincidentally, these sections need to be about 8 to 10 mil wide. For this claret one, we're doing a fully cloaked wing, and they can't be wee skimpy slips. So I'm pulling this wing forward, and you'll see I'm 30 degrees there, and the tips are probably need to come back a wee bit, but you get what I mean. So down at the bottom, you have to pull it back a bit to get the tips to line up. There's the tips lined up there. And then you grab this really firm and whack it off, okay? Be confident with it, okay? So then the next one, you see the tips are lying this way. So this one here will probably be more up and down. So if I come 90 degrees, now I'm not worried about this wee one lying. So 90 degrees, the tips are straight. Again, grab it really firm and pull it out. Now I'm taking note that this is my best piece. So the other one was reasonably dark. Out of this feather, this one's the darkest. So I'm setting that down closest to me. And then the last piece here, you'll see these are the greyest, and they're actually the finest. They're a weak wee feather, but I'm still going to use them. Grab them and tweak them out. So I've got 3 stacks. Now that end one I consider to be the worst. So I've got 3, and that was a pretty good feather. So I'm now taking the best feather and I'm setting it at the palm of my hand. I'm then going to pick up the wee wispy ones. I'm going to set that in my hand, because I'm using these really as a filler. And then I'm taking the other ones which aren't too bad, and I'm setting that on top.
There once was a ship that put to sea.
So I've now got a swad of bronze mallard here, and I want to cloak this all the way around.
There once was
My aunt's ringing me, so I'm going to have to go off the call here. So starting down here at the bottom, I'm wanting the wing to be underneath, and then I'm setting my thumb on it. And of course, with all wings, you're told to do pinch and loop. This is exactly the opposite. I'm bringing the feather round, and I'm allowing the thread to catch the fibre and bring it all the way around the hook. So I've now effectively the same way as you'd roll deer hair. I've rolled that wing all the way around. So it's going all the way around. Same way as you would do a gosling mayfly or any of those things. But this is how we do the dabbler wing. And then at the front here, I'm going to lift everything up, go to the front, and I'm going to put in 2 whip finishes. Now, I'm doing that because this stuff's deer, and if you snip your thread, everything's just going to go poof into a ball of smoke. So in here now, I'm coming up and I'm snipping out this, and then my scissors, I always leave a bit here, and I'm snipping that out. You do need good scissors for this, there's no other word for it. And I'm going to tie down these butts, but a wee trick that I do is I get my Sally and I put it on the thread here. So I'm nowhere near whip finishing time at the minute, but with that on the thread, there's a wee hackle there. So I'm coming to the eye and I'm going out over these butts with the varnished thread. So like that isn't a topical application of varnish, that's in the butts, and it's going to really help secure the fly. Now, a claret dabbler these days wouldn't be a claret dabbler without booby eyes, but we'll cover that in a different day. So that's the fly tied, and you'll see here that the hackle is all the way around, and that there is your claret dabbler. The wee trick I was going to say was, if you get now of course I can't, there's there. So if you get a marker like this, so this is like a coffee colored, so we're not doing brown, right, we're just doing coffee colored. And if I touch these roots here, you'll see it just changes those gray bits into darker, and it really, I've been doing this for a long time, and it really enhances your bronze mallard wing. You'll see there it even comes off in your fingers a wee bit, but if you just put that on and let it dry, it'll certainly do a good, like this isn't even, hard to believe this isn't like a waterproof marker, but it just changes those, instead of it being brown, white, brown, it's brown, coffee colored brown, and it makes it look like a really high quality fiber. You can also use, there's a green color here. It's a funny green color, but I'll just do a bit here on a. So there's the greeny colored, and of course green, and this gives you a pickerick look. So you know, you don't really have to go dyeing pickerick or any of those dangerous chemicals. You can just use a marker and touch it up, and it certainly does the life of mayflies. Because so that's how to tie that. Hopefully it worked okay and the focus wasn't too bad. Thank you.